Welcome, tiny adventurers, to Grounded. We're going to explore the lab deep under the Black Anthill colony to get BURG.L's fourth and final superchip. Before heading into the Black Anthill, you need to prepare several Bratburst bombs. You need at least 2 to get through the lab, but you may want to bring 6 if you want all the extra loot. The Black Anthill has 2 entrances, one inside the sandbox and another in the trash heap to the far southwest of the yard. For today, we're going to enter via the trash heap. The black ants here are basically upgraded red ants. They all share the same attacks, they just hit harder and have more hit points. Since you'll be fighting a lot of black ants in here, I recommend using the black ant shield since you can easily repair it with all the black ant body parts you'll be picking up. This area is also somewhat of a maze and can be difficult to navigate. I've created a map to help you navigate it. It looks something like this. We start at the bottom, which is where we'll end up if we come through the trash heap entrance. There are several forks and side roads, but if you follow this map, it should be easier for you to navigate. When you enter the Black Anthill descent, the first thing you'll run into is a fork in the road. This fork can be identified by the electrical wires traveling along the ceiling. The path to the left heads to the lab, whereas the path to the right leads to a part of the lab you can't get into, as well as a room with lots of ants and loot. Let's go left and finish the lab first. When you enter the main lab area, you'll start to notice a few doors with the letters A and B on them. You'll have to find the appropriate terminals to unlock these doors. To get into the lab above you, the upper left area has a broken hallway with a rock blocking it. Destroy the rock with a Bratburst bomb to get inside. If you take an immediate left, you'll find the terminal that unlocks Sector A. If you take the path to the right, there's a B door that connects to another part of the Black Anthill, but it's also blocked by an explodable rock. You can safely ignore this for now. Further down the path, you can find a bunch of loot to pick up. At the back of the main lab area is a path that leads to the sandbox entrance. There's a few different tunnels back there, but one of them leads to an explodable rock where you can find a scabby. Where you want to go next is through the A door that you saw opposite where the terminal was. This area takes you straight down a tunnel to where 3 tasties are guarding the B terminal. The place you're in is where the right path of the fork leads to, but we'll go down deeper here later. Once you've unlocked Sector B, you want to go back to the main lab area where you saw the B door underneath. Once you pass through the B door, to your immediate left are 2 destructible boulders. The area down this path leads to a room with a bunch of mushrooms, but more importantly, you can find a mega milk molar if you climb up. If you keep going down the path from the B door, you'll enter a large room. About 5 black soldier ants are down here. Take care of them to clean out the area. Once you're done, you can find a mega milk molar just above you, and a button that opens the large doors to the opposite side of it. When the doors open, it reveals a large room, but with a large glass window blocking the way in. The bottom right part of this window can be destroyed with another Bratburst bomb. Now it's time to get ready. This next room is the first true boss battle in the game. Make sure your weapons are repaired and that you have some Healbasas ready. The battle with the assistant manager starts when you interact with the console in the back. This battle has 3 phases to it. When the battle starts, 2 tasties join the fight. Deal with them first to get them out of the way. The assistant manager starts with only 1 attack. It shoots energy balls at you, which are easily deflected with a shield. At about 75%, Phase 2 begins. One Tasty and one Archer joins the fight. Like before, kill them first. The assistant manager also learns a new move. When it raises its arm with a yellow spark, it's about to turn on the laser turrets in the middle of the room. These can be easily avoided by ducking or jumping, but now you have more things you have to pay attention to in the fight. At 50%, Phase 3 begins. Once again, a Tasty and Archer joins the fight. The assistant manager also learns one more move. Now, if it raises its arm with a blue spark, it's about to charge the 4 pillars in the corners. What happens is those pillars will shock you if you get too close. Just stay back and wait until they turn off. Upon defeat, you'll obtain the Assistant Manager keycard. This unlocks the door to your side. Follow the path to get BURG.L's last super chip. If you continue down this path, it will lead you to a shortcut back to the lawn. That finishes the important parts of the Black Anthill Lab, but if you're willing, there are a few more places to explore. Let's start back at the fork, but this time we're going down the path to the right. The first area you'll enter is where you saw Sector B of the lab. If you keep hugging the right wall, we'll go down a longer path that leads to a lot of black ants. On the way though, we'll find a mega milk molar on the right hand side. There's a rock just a little bit up ahead you can destroy to get to it. But a single black soldier ant guards it. Further down the path is a room with a lot of black soldier ants, about 10 in total. If you're still learning how to fight them, there's a good chance your equipment may break here. After a long slaughter of black ants, you can find 2 doors in this room. The B door to the left leads to a milk molar. There's also an explodable rock in this room, but you don't need to destroy this one, since all it does is lead back to the main lab area I was talking about in the beginning. In the middle of the black ant room is another door. If you go through it, you'll find a lot of different loot. Specifically, a variety of arrows is in one of the chests. With that, we've completely explored the Black Anthill Lab. All you have left to do is return to BURG.L with the last super chip. What comes next is the final stretch of the game, which was just released after I made these recordings. Before we end, let's review the map I made one more time. You start at the Black Anthill entrance near the trash heap to the southwest of the yard. Once you start exploring, you'll encounter a fork in the road. Go left to complete the lab, or go right if you want to kill a lot of ants and get some extra loot. To unlock Sector A, you'll need to use a bomb to get into the lab. Right outside the lab, go through the only A door to drop into the part of the lab that unlocks Sector B. Loop back to the main lab area you were just at and go through the B door below to get into Sector B. Clear out the soldier ants, open the large door, use a bomb to break the glass, then fight the assistant manager to get BURG.L's last super chip. In total, there are 7 rocks you can destroy here, but you only need 2 bombs to complete the lab. And you don't have to destroy the rock at the back of the lab since you can just get the milk molar by going down the right path anyway. I hope you found this guide helpful. I'm no graphics designer, but I like to try my best. Next time, we'll take a look at the sandbox and start working on some Tier 3 items. I'll see you next time.